going on, guys? My name is Tim Roswick, and today we're going to explore a topic that maybe doesn't apply to everybody. I know plenty of people this probably doesn't apply to, but for me, this was always a big issue because it was something I struggled with. So maybe this is more of a video to my younger self, in a way. But for those that struggle with the same thing, maybe this can help you. So all of my life, and I don't know why, I've had a problem with pride, with maybe a little bit of ego, maybe a little bit of not wanting to accept help, not wanting people to help me. It made me feel bad. It made me feel depending on the situation. Sometimes it would be guilt. Sometimes it would be, I would just feel like I wasn't good enough as a person if I had to have their help. And this is any kind of help. This is like financial help. This is like place to stay. This is, people going out of their way, driving me places when I didn't have a car, all kinds of stuff. Any kind of help that could be classified as help. And it even extended into, asking someone to just like let me vent, or whatever it was. And so growing up like this, I kind of isolated myself, to be honest. And because of this whole like mindset, I never really shared a lot. I really went deeply internal. And we moved around a ton. I don't think we ever stayed in a place as a kid longer than like 2 years, 3 years. We would just move constantly. And sometimes it was across the country. Sometimes it was across the state. But we kept moving. And I think maybe it was a defense mechanism. Maybe it was like something to stop me from, I don't know, connecting with strangers. Like, I just thought we were gonna go and leave anyway, so what was the point of, even interacting with somebody? And it's weird because my brother took it the opposite way. He he went outward. He got really good at talking to people. He got really fantastic at making friends. He can make friends super quick. He's got a super attractive personality, and he's like the life of the party at every party I went with, which was a good balance when we were growing up, right? Because he had all the friends, and he would bring them to our house, and then I was sitting there, and like I had no choice but to meet the people and make the friends. But that was like the introvert side. But what I really want to focus on today is like the help part. And it's something that I've struggled with my whole life, just not wanting to take help from anybody. And I still have to stop myself sometimes when I judge people that take help, or that ask for help, or that. And it's not so much in like game development, but it's more like, how can I say this? So it like, asking for help isn't bad, but asking for someone to like do something for you, or basically just do it for you, or someone that just has no shame in completely just asking someone else for money, or things like that. They drive me crazy. And like I try to separate that from the person and realize that everybody's through different stuff and everybody feels different ways, and I try not to judge, because I don't know what they're going through. I don't know the circumstances. It's not up to me to judge. And I try to remind myself that. But there's an old saying that like the things that you hate in other people are the things that you hate about yourself. So that was always one of those things that I had to kind of take a second look at, because it's one of those things that I kind of hate in other people, when they just ask for things and they just take the help and they just like do the thing, and they have these people doing stuff for them, and that person does stuff for them, and they don't care. Because I'm such the opposite. Like I don't want to take any help. It does not matter how many times someone offers. I'm just completely resistant to it. It was the reason that I was completely resistant to Patreon for so long. It was the reason that I didn't have monetization turned on my channel for 6 months. I don't know. It's something about me that like, I don't like doing it. But I'm coming to the realization that, like, sometimes you need help from people. Sometimes you need their support, and sometimes it's okay. It's not bad. If if you're in a rough spot and someone that's your friend or someone knows you or whatever and they want to help you out, there's nothing wrong with that. And I don't know. It's always been really hard for me to accept working through it. And this may not be a problem for you, right? Like maybe it's just, oh, well, I need help. I'm going to ask my friend for help and boom. But for me, it always was an issue. And when I look back, everything that I've done that I'm proud of has always required other people. Always. And like even with like my game design, right? Like Phylophobia, I fucking love that game. And it's such a personal solo game project. But I'm even realizing like doing it alone, I'm missing pieces of it. I think the game could really benefit from a musician to go over the audio and build audio tracks to kind of build an original soundtrack for the game, because the game is so personal, and that's something I don't think that I have the patience or time to do. There are things in my life that I'm just like that I need to do in order to complete the things that I want to complete, but I have no desire to do them. And it makes sense, sometimes to ask for help of some people. And the more that I kind of get in a position where I get rid of the pride a little bit, get rid of the ego a little bit, and try to maybe ask for help when I need it, it seems like the more I progress in life. In a lot of different things, and like specifically with game development and technical challenges and that kind of stuff, but also in general terms in life, with life challenges or with personal crises or things like that. And I guess what I'm kind of trying to say is that if you're going it on your own, if you think that like nobody understands and nobody can help you, or you feel like too proud to accept someone's help, or you feel just too good for it, for me anyway, that was always the defense mechanism, so that I didn't have to connect with people in a way. I didn't want to owe anybody anything, and it's kind of, I don't know, I'm just kind of brain farting here, but there's been a few people that have really helped me out when I needed it, and I was very resistant to the help, and I'm so grateful now that I look back, because there are some situations that I've been in that were just unavoidable, like but there are some situations that were completely avoidable if I just reached out and said, hey, I'm struggling here. Asked my friends for help. Asked, my siblings, my parents, my family. Asked people, that love me and care about me in my life, just that I need help or whatever I need. Just not be afraid to just ask for it sometimes. And I feel like some of the things in my life would have went different ways had I just been open to that stuff. And I'm finding now that I'm kind of letting go of some of that. I'm letting go of some of the pride that comes with it and not wanting to accept help in any area. I'm finding that I'm progressing a lot farther than I ever thought I could. And this kind of goes with like helping other people. First, like I've talked about that a lot on the channel. I talked about it in community building. I talked about it in, all that different stuff. But two, I feel like that is kind of a way for me to combat it in a way. Like if I can help a bunch of people out, not just with game development, but like in my personal life too. I'm always the guy that's volunteering to, come help somebody move or something like that. If I can do that, I feel that kind of allows me in a way to like accept help. Not that it has to be like a one-on-one exchange, but just that like whatever the psychological reason that my mind stops me from doing it, I like to combat that. So it doesn't matter. It's not real, because your brain likes to make excuses, man. My brain has made so many weird, crazy excuses for me to just not get shit done and not, do the things in life that are scary sometimes and that potentially, I don't know. Well, whatever this bullshit was that I just spent 10 minutes talking about, I hope you found it useful, because it was just kind of me dumping my thoughts in some of my latest discoveries. And I hope this reaches the right person. I know this is not going to be for everybody. I know there's going to be a lot of people that just goes over their head, but I hope this reaches the person that maybe is struggling on asking for help or accepting help from somebody. And I hope it helps you in a way. So my name is Tim Ruswick. Let me know if this is relevant to you. Let me know if there's ever a situation where you felt the same way I did. Maybe you feel the complete opposite. Let me know down in the comments below. But I'll see you guys again tomorrow.